Welcome back. Let's dive into enabling touch and mouse interactions for our swiper.js slider. These interactions are crucial for providing a smooth and intuitive user experience, especially on mobile devices and touch enabled screens. Swiper.js comes with built in support for touch and mouse interactions out of the box. However, you can further customize and fine tune these interactions to suit your specific needs. So before we begin, make sure that you have your basic setup ready. Let me make it simple. I'm going to get rid of the thumbnail section and let's remove this as well. Okay, make sure that you have this basic setup ready and then we will add some options here. First one is simulate touch true. By the way, you can also find the information about these properties. So here it is saying it is if it is true, swiper will accept mouse events like touch events, click and drag to change slides. Next one is touch ratio 1 and next one is touch angle 45 and then we have grab cursor true. Further we have mouse wheel true. Okay. So let me quickly explain, then we will test it in the browser. So simulate touch is when simulate touch is set, swiper.js will simulate touch events on desktop browsers, allowing you to test touch interaction without a touch enabled device. Then we have touch ratio. The touch ratio option determines the ratio between the horizontal and vertical movement required to trigger a swipe. A value of 1 means that both horizontal and vertical movements will be treated equally. Then we have set the touch angle to 45. This option specifies the maximum angle in degrees between the swipe direction and slider's axis. If the swipe angle exceeds the value, the swipe will be ignored. Then we have the grab cursor set to true. When set to true, the cursor will change to a grab cursor when hovering over slider, indicating that the user can grab and drag the slides. Then we have option for the mouse interaction. We have specified the mouse wheel is equal to true. When set to true, the swiper.js will enable the mouse wheel navigation, allowing users to scroll through the slides using their mouse wheel or trackpad. So this is the slider and you can see that we have the grab icon here. That means you can grab it and scroll it. So if you have the mouse wheel, if you use it, then it will scroll to the right. You can adjust these options based on your specific requirements and the desired user experience. For example, you can increase or decrease the touch ratio or touch angle values to make the swipe gestures more or less sensitive. Additionally, swiper.js provides several events and callbacks related to the touch and mouse interactions, which you can use further to customize the behavior. For example, you can listen for the touch start or touch move or touch end events to implement the custom touch interaction. So let me quickly show you one of those examples. So for example, this is the property that you will use to register your callback function. So to register this event, we will use the on property and within that you will use the name of the event that you want to test. For example, I want to test touch start and I want to call this function. So let me alert that. Okay, save it. Now let's open the browser and test it. You can see when I start to drag it, then it will show me the alert because this event has been triggered touch start. Okay. You can also try the touch end as well. Okay, you can see right now it is not showing alert, but if I leave my mouse, then it will show the alert because the touch has ended. Further, there are many more events, so you can search for them here. So for example, you have enabled the autoplay and you want to listen for the events under that category. So you can first of all enable the autoplay true, and so these are the descriptions for every event. So if autoplay, you listen for this event, then this event will be fired when slide changed with autoplay. So let's try that. And in the on, I will use this one and show the alert autoplay, save it. Now let's open it and restart it. You can see that before moving to the next slide, it has shown us the alert because of the event trigger. So this is how it will work. So remember to test your slider with touch and mouse interactions on various devices and screen sizes to ensure it functions as expected and provides a smooth user experience. In the next lecture, we will explore additional swiper.js modules and plugins that can enhance the functionality of your slider. If you have any questions or want to share your experiences with enabling touch and mouse interactions in the swiper.js, feel free to leave a comment below. Let's make our sliders more interactive and user friendly.